to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm McCall, and I am going to be a junior at the University of Alabama this year, and I am a member of the sorority Zeta Tau Alpha. And for today's video, I've decided to give y'all some Bama Rush advice. I will also be doing another video on Bama Rush as well. I will actually do a few videos, so this is going to be like a little series. But I feel like since this is the most important one first, we are going to be doing how to build your sorority resume and how to get rec letters. This is something I wish somebody would have made more videos on. I've watched Lauren Norris's when I was going through Rush, and things have updated a little bit. So I'm going to give y'all all of the advice and include my actual resume that I did use for Rush. You are going to see, like, literally I'm going to have it here at, like, I'm going to try to put it on the side here while I give you all this advice so you can see what my resume looks like, and so just to give you an example of what mine and to copy off of or to kind of go for. And let's just get into this video. The first thing we're going to get into, and I think I've decided I'm going to put it right here. The first thing we're going to get into is actually building the resume, what contents, what it should look like, etc. But a disclaimer before, this resume is to help the people mainly who are writing your letters of recommendation. Because honestly, some of these people that might be writing your letters of recommendation do not really know you that well. So a resume is a great way to show everything that you are involved in so they can get a sense of who you are and kind of what your personality is like. The step number one is finding a template. Now, I recommend finding one that expresses your personality, like brightly colored, or if you're more like cool toned. I was a little excessive when I was picking out my Rush template, and I bought it. I bought one off of Etsy for $6. However, there are so many good ones on Canva that are for free, so check there. And the resume is not like such a big deal. It's mainly, again, like I said, for the people who are writing your letters of recommendation to get to know who you are and get to see a little bit of your personality. I don't even think that when I was rushing girls this past year that I got to see the resume. I know all the information was listed, but I'm not sure if I don't remember if I actually saw a resume. It's mainly just for the people who are writing your letters of recommendation. Number two is the actual content of your resume, what to include, what to add, how to organize it. Disclaimer, a major disclaimer, we are FBI agents during the time of Rush. Do not lie on your resume because we will find out and you will be dropped or even blacklisted from sorority recruitment completely. Do not lie. Again, Rush is supposed to be how you find your future home, where you're going to run to. If you lie, you may end up in a house that was never meant for you because you lied on something, so that is why we would drop you. But please do not lie. Okay, my first tip is to make sure everything is organized. Don't just list it like all in one list. Like, I'm sure y'all have made multiple resumes before, especially for like going to college and stuff. Organize it. So like, for example, I would have leadership in bold or something, and then I would put all of the things I was listed in. And then in another category, for another category, I put it in a separate section, bold it, say extracurricular activities. Have it in a separate group so it is not just like all one thing, to make it easier for us to read and get to know you. Things that you must include in your resume, you must have a headshot, or I think it's just like a recommendation, but these are things that I consider a must in a sorority resume. Your headshot in the corner, and then under my headshot I put my email, my phone number, and all of your social medias. I don't think I included Snapchat because I felt like that was some type of personal thing, but I do recommend putting your Snapchat so we can kind of start getting to know you, because before Rush, there's a certain time of period we are allowed to talk to you before Rush. So I would recommend putting your Snapchat in. I personally didn't, and I kind of wish I did, but all of your socials, I wouldn't hide your social because we're going to find it anyway, so just put it on there. And then I also put a paragraph, again, for the sorority to get to know you a little bit better, and mainly for the people who are writing your recommendation letter. I put a separate section of about me, and I put who I was, my name, where I grew up, what high school I went to, and what I like to do in my free time, just so they get to see kind of a little bit about me before they write the letter. And then for my first main section of the resume, I put my academic background, and in my academic background I just included where I went to high school, my GPA, and I also added any AP courses. That does not really matter. Just mainly like high school. You can even put this like under, you don't even have to put this, I don't think it's that big of a deal. if I was doing this now, I would take that off. But I put my high school and my GPA because you also, I don't think you actually need this section now that I think about it because you send your transcript anyway. So I put my high school and my GPA and AP classes, and then I had a section for honors and awards, any academic awards, and this could even be any extracurricular awards as well. So I would put all of them there. Like, I think I put my academic awards. If you made honor roll, that's a good thing to put under there. And then I also think I put, like, when my team won state champion in track and field for those 2 years, also make sure you have the date, like the year behind each one. I don't know if you need that, but I put that down. In another section, put your extracurricular activities. Just, I think I did extracurricular activities and then just bulleted. And, like, if it was a club that was only considered part of my school, I would put, like, a little in parentheses, this was about this. Say, like, community service. We went to I volunteered at a hurricane drive. Like, if it was, like, a specific thing, just put a little thing about, like, what it was. They're just not like, what is this? But just list all your extracurricular activities. And then have another section after you do all of your, like, your extracurriculars. I put a section of leadership and community involvement. This is good to show your service, your leadership, because those are high quality things that we put everything down. And lastly, and this is important specifically on a sorority resume, is to have your Greek affiliations. So this would be I put my mom, aunt, cousins, anything, mom, aunt, female cousins, put their name and their sorority, and I'm not sure if I put the year, but I think I just put their name and what sorority they went in. I don't know if it's only for parents now, but I recommend just putting all of them, like cousin, aunt, and that. So that is a major one to see if you're a legacy at any of these sorority houses. Next portion of the video is how to actually get rec letters. Disclaimer, I wish I could say this. Every single person who has come to me freaking out because for Zeta, you need to be an alumni to write letters of recommendation. So many people have come up to me and like, I don't have this, I don't have that. I was like, chill. It is not the end of the world if you do not have a rec letter for every single sorority. I know FIMU at University of Alabama does not even take rec letters anymore. But I'm a Zeta, and I didn't have one for Zeta. I didn't have any for Zeta, and I think the max you can have up to is 2. And I had none for Zeta, and I'm a Zeta. You do not need a rec letter for every single sorority. Relax. It is not a rec letter. If you don't have a rec letter, that is not going to be the main reason you are dropped from a sorority. So do not freak out if you do not have a rec letter for every single sorority. I do recommend getting as many letters as you can, because it is another way for the recruiter or sorority to get to know you a little bit more and get to know a little bit more about you before you come into our house. Actually, also now that I'm thinking about it, I think maybe the president and the advisor might read those, but I never got to read any rec letters when I was Russian girls. So I think, I don't even think that was something Zeta paid attention to. But relax, it is not the end of the world. My main disclaimer is you do not need one for every sorority, so just relax and calm down. All right, first tip to actually getting rec letters is to post it everywhere. Post it on your Instagram story, TikTok, Facebook, mom's Facebook, family members' Facebook. You will get so many people swiping up and saying, yes, I would love to, like, how do I do this? Send me the information and I will do it. This is one thing I wish I would have done. Instead, I was stalking everybody I knew, people I grew up with, to see if they were in a sorority, and then I'd personally DM them. Now that is so much work. If I would have just been a little more confident to just post it everywhere, I would have probably gotten so many more letters than I did. I had a decent amount, but I had a good amount of letters, but I did so much extra work than just posting it all over social media. Actually, one of the rec letters that I did was from DZ, and this TikToker, Anastasia, actually just became an alumni, and she was like, hey girls, I will write you a letter of recommendation if you follow me on Instagram, and then comment your Instagram below, and I will reach out to you. And she actually wrote me a letter of recommendation. So definitely, I would recommend heading to TikTok and be like, hi, I'm rushing at the University of Alabama. I need I would love if anybody knew somebody who would love to write me some sorority rec letters. Put your Instagram down below, and I would love for you to reach out to you and have a little chat. Just something like that. It is so easy, and that is a great way to get sorority rec letters. Also, don't be afraid to reach out. You cannot be afraid. Everybody, I'm telling you, almost everybody in this world loves to help others. So reach out to everyone, friends, family friends, people at church, teachers, coaches, friends of family members. I actually had a lot of friends of family members write me some. So do not be afraid to reach out. And lastly, once you have all of these rec letters or people writing you rec letters, make sure you send them I think I sent my headshot, my resume, and my high school transcript. Not sure if you really need to. Sometimes they'll ask you and be like, hey, can you send me your high school transcript? But those are the 3 things I sent. And then please, please, please make sure that you send them a thank you card after they took time out of their busy schedule to write you a really good recommendation letter and help you out. So the least you could do is send a thank you card. I think I sent some to some people, but I really regret sending text messages to a lot of people. I wish I would have been, maybe I did. I don't really remember. It's been so long. So many things have happened since I've been through this process, but send them a thank you card. I recommend just getting like a little stationery from Etsy and then just writing, thank you so much for writing me a rec letter. I hope you have a great summer. It meant a lot to me. Like something, just a sweet thank you note, a sweet thank you letter. So I think that is it. Here is my resume. I might blow it up right now, or if I can figure out how to blow it up so you can actually see. And if you would like to see it in a clearer thing, please head over to my Instagram, follow me so you can DM me, and I will send you a screenshot of my resume. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this helped you guys and helped take a little bit of stress off of you, and I hope I did this good enough, because this is the exact steps. Like, I wrote everything down, like all of the steps I did for my resume. So I hope this helped you guys out a little bit, and my next video, or my next video in this Bama Rush series will be that video portion of Rush. So I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys!